All right, good evening, folks. Here we go. We got a little warm up here tonight, but that's right. Steve's Custom Golf Clubs here tonight. Warm up. Kicking it off here tonight for the Meyer Farms Management Retreads here for the Coast to Coast Racing League. Got a little sprint car action here tonight for you. So stay tuned. Let you see this warm up action here. And ought to be a good race. Gonna kick over here to the heat race here just soon. Stay tuned. Let me hear who your favorite driver is out there, by the way. Who you got on the board here tonight? But a good series so far, though. Had a great racing. Had a great dirt action and asphalt action. We got some asphalt afterwards, so stay tuned for that. What this warm-up's going to bring about us here. Definitely check out some of our sponsors here. Definitely got to shout out, Meyer Farm Management coming on board here, doing the title sponsor here for the Bill Calder Retreads, and I've said a million times, or several times, that is, Bill Calder, man, a great guy. Love the dirt area. Love doing the things, and good to have a series here dedicated to him. Coast to Coast Racing League, and we're in the warm up here. That's right, Steve's Custom Golf Clubs. Not quite sure where Steve's at, but check out Steve's Custom Golf Clubs. Now you can check out everything, man, at Coast to Coast Racing League, or Coast to Coast League online, and check them out. Get you up to speed on everything on the website. All right, here we go. We're going to kick it over to heat race number 1. You can't wait. Can't wait for the Xfinity race. Dull. Okay. All right. Well, get set, because we'll have that here next. That's all right. Got to do a little dirt action here first. We got our heat race number 1. Desert Demon Racing, heat race number 1. Look at the grid out here because we've got Rob Cassidy, the man up front. Scott Green going to start her in second. Greg Parmerly starting in third. Joe Cujo in fourth. G.J. Boydell there in the fifth. We got Steve Bixler in sixth. And Mike Cranmer going to start there in the seventh place spot. And Mike won a thriller last week. Wow. Talladega, that is. Sprint cars, though. Man. These things are fun, wild, unpredictable, and they go fast. Cassidy right there with it with Scott Green. Greg Parmerly. You guys, let's look and see. Well, you tell me. I will see if I can't get a close-up view of it for you. You tell me if it's the right one. Is that it right there? It says Mopar. Looks nice. The one he's got on it. Looks nice. All blue and everything. It does look good. Base truck's in. Here we go. Sprint car action about to hit. Green flag. We're racing. Heat race one. Out front, man, Green. Up top, boy, Lernerville here. Oh, what we're going to learn is, oh, he's gone. Parmerly off the track. He's going way down there fishing in the woods. Well, the Mopar, it was a good-looking car while it lasted. It gone. Meanwhile, out front, Scott Green. Boydell ripping that top side cushion. You got to be careful in these machines, especially on this track. You don't have a lot of room, man, to, maneuver. Woo, Cranmer, man, spun a little bit right there. Got Bixler to the inside. Was able to take the slide job move on him. So already some hot and heavy action here early. Heat race number one. Bixler right now sitting in third, but it's all Green up front. Cujo right behind him. Yeah. Hey, sometimes that's how it happens in dirt racing. Fast, fierce, and you never know. Cranmer right now, he's on the back door, or trying to get on the back door here. Bixler, see if he can't make that move to the inside. White flag one more time. Man, Scott Green came out here and he was laying it down. Ooh, Cranmer got passed by Cujo there. It's all going to be Green, Boydell, and Bixler, your top three. Ah, he raced number two. Heat race two, Pat Boyce Racing. Who we got on front with this one? Mr. Moyer himself going to be up front there. Roger Craig starting her off in second. We had the man Bob Curtis going to start in third. Roland Olson going to start her in fourth. Joseph Canellis there in the fifth. And Mark Billen him in a sixth place spot. Here we go. Well, the good news is I'm pretty sure everyone's going to make it. Let's see what happens here. It's getting set to go Green. Pace truck's in. Arnaville time. We're back Green. Oh, Moyer right there and hold on to your hats, man. You got Roger Craig up top, man, with that 747. Good to see him back. Remember, he said he wasn't feeling well last week. So good to see him back here this week. Right now, good battle, man, going on for second place. Bob Curtis along with him right there on the inside. Man to the outside of him for the moment. Oh, Roger Craig throws the slide job move. Almost gets up there into that cushion. Got to be careful here at Lernersville. There is no walls to lean on here. Only got him on the front and the back, maybe the back stretch here. Going around those turns, though. Moyer out front. Curtis right there along second. Battle going on back here for fourth and fifth. You got Billings. Canellis is right there on his back cush bar, saying if you can't push it in or push him out of the way, one. Or he's going to sling it down on the inside for a strike for that little slide job. Is it going to stick? Not going to happen. Moyer still leading him, but I don't know. Billings got it. Hold on. No, not. Where's he going? Canellis gone. In the wall. Pow. Moyer's coming around here. He's going to take the checkered flag. Craig's in second. Curtis in third. What a heat race, too. Call them heat races because, well, they're hot. They're fast. Action-packed. Awesome stuff. We should have a heat race 3. Got no sponsor for Heat Race 3, so we'll say Coast to Coast Racing, Heat Race number 3. I'll give a shameless plug. We'll say OSR Network. Check me out on YouTube. Check me out on Facebook. Online simracingnetwork.com. Appreciate these guys letting me come up here and do this for y'all, too, by the way. So, Heat Race number 3, we got Eddie Ossoff out front in this one. Ed Harris going to start her in second. Terry Landis there in third. Armando D starting in the fourth. Andy Patton there in fifth. And old Kel Bixler is going to start in the fifth place spot. Or sixth place spot, excuse me. Yeah, I want to appreciate, man, the Coast to Coast Racing League. And, you know, I've been a part of Coast to Coast Racing League almost back when they about started. And definitely when they started the Hometown Heroes, I was one of the first there. And enjoyed this league, off and on with them. You know, appreciate it. Yeah, we're live tonight on the Coast to Coast Racing Network on YouTube, but hey, like I say, I'm gonna plug out. Well, we're also live on OSR Network on Twitch. So if you want to watch Twitch, there you go. Pick your poison. That's what I always like to say. Green flag. Heat Race 3 underway here tonight, though. Lernersville style. Meanwhile, big battle in the front. Here comes the Yoo-Hoo Man himself. Yoo-Hoo! Like I always say, he gets it out front. Ossoff, man, falls all the way back, man, to fourth. Armando D, he's around. Uh-oh, trouble for him. He's back there Dukes of Hazzard that thing up on the top hump. Meanwhile, Andy Patton's hanging on here to second. Kel Bixler from the bottom to almost to the top. Yeah, I'm not sure. It might not have, they might not have got him in there. What kind of paints do they got out there, Dole? Well, I don't even see. Well, I have to look when we get to the feature. Meanwhile, Landis out front. It's fast, fierce action here at Lernersville here tonight. Patton is along on the backside of him here. Bixler's coming up strong there in the third place spot. They have actually pulled away from the man back here in fourth. Ossoff got about a 2-point-some-odd second lead. All right. Yeah, that's SDK for you, man. You gotta love it sometimes. And we're going to end this one with Terry Landis out front, Patton along with him. Bixler comes home in third. Heat race number 3. Appreciate the heads up there, man, Dole. Sometimes I don't look over there. Yeah, SDK sometimes, I don't know why it does that. It's something I can't fix. It just gets caught up. But warm-up time, folks. Don't go anywhere. We're right back here in just a few.
A&J Custom Creations, every design starts with your vision. From natural wood to sleek acrylic, we transform materials into stunning creations. Hands-on craftsmanship meets cutting-edge technology. No two projects are the same, because your ideas are unique. And bring your ideas to life with A&J Custom Creations. Contact us today at andyp@gmail.com or by text at 570-982-0685 for your custom CNC project in wood or acrylic.
Okay, here we go. Warm-up time concluded. We're getting set here to go to feature time here tonight. We'll check the paints here in just a second, Dole. A&J Custom Creations featured tonight. Let's look it out. The grid, man, we've got a good one. 19 machines out here. Scott Green's going to start her out front. Moyer there in second. Landa starting third. Boydell in the fourth. Roger Craig starting fifth. Pat now in sixth. We got Bixler in seventh. Curtis starting eighth. Cale Bixler starting in the ninth. Cujo there in the 10th. Mark Billings, he's going to be in 11th. Ed Harris, he's up in the 12th. Mike Kramer starting 13th. Roland Olson in the 14th. Eddie Haas up there in 15th. Rob Cassidy 16th. Joseph Cannella 17th. Armando D starting 18th. And Greg Parmalee, he's back there in the 19th place spot. Let's see what we got. You said Canellas. Once they pull out here, we'll see what. What's he supposed to be in again? And else is supposed to be Pristine Auction Paint. Try that, see what happens. See if it reloads them. Oh, sure. All right now, man out front, feature time. We're racing here. Green gets to jump out front on the Landis. Meanwhile, battles. Oh, whoa, never mind. We got contact. Oh, into the wall hard. Somebody better call Landis and make sure, man, he's okay. Because good night. He destroyed that car. Let's go back and watch it one more time as we got a caution here tonight. That's right, masked martyr caution. Woo! Landis, man, took a smash and dive. What happened to him here? He was sitting in second. That was him in the leader, by the way. Oh, the leader got loose. Landis hard in that wall. Whoa. That's a virtual world. He'll get a new car, get back out. Him and Scott Green. Look who puts it up front. The 747. Well, I tell you what. That was brutal, wasn't it, Dole? That actually looked like the crash of the night. The man just went out there and smacked the wall. Craig. Bixler. Line them up here. Okay, let's see what we got. Single file start. Getting set to go back. Green. Our Mask Avenger restart here. Pace trucks in. Craig out front. Can he hang on to it? We're going single file with this one. Green flag back in the air. Roger Craig's up front. He's got Cale Bixler right behind him. And then Steven Bixler. So the Bixler boys right here along with it. Meanwhile, on the inside, Bixler's going to see if he can't take a slide job move on Roger Craig. He does. Can't get it to hold, though. Pops a willy. Steven Bixler says, let me see if I can't try up here on this topside cushion. He does. He rumbles right by him. Looks like I'm 747 versus the F-15. And right now, man, the 15 won. Craig falls to second. Bixler, man, right along with him there in third. Meanwhile, Andy Patton back here. We got a big crash going on in the back. What in the world is these guys doing? We got parts flying. We got everything back here. Wow. See what happened. Canellis was involved with that. Unfortunately. Oh, they got a little touch right there. Well, they lost it out of the turn. Clips the car. Next thing you know, 3 or 4 of them. We got wings flying, parts going everywhere. And we're under caution. The mass martyr caution, that is. All right, line them back up. Did we go single file or did we go 2x2 on this one? What do you think out there, Dole? Are you racing in the asphalt race tonight, Dole? All right, looks like we're going to go side by side. Line them back up. Lights off on the pace truck. Going back to a Masked Avenger restart. Pace truck's in. Bixler up front. He drops the hammer. We're back racing. Cale Bixler right behind them. Meanwhile, Roger Craig, he still hangs on there to that third place spot for the moment as Patton looked to the inside. Wasn't able to get it done. We got a car around in the very back there. Who's that? Roland Olsen. Roland Olsen's upside down. I'm Olsen. Okay, Dole. Cool. What track we're going to, by the way? We're watching this mask martyr. Caution here. See what happened to Olson. Oh, he just got contact and then just did a flip. Well, they call him Rolling Olson, but I don't quite think, man, he wants to be rolling like that. Much rather be on his top four. All right, line them back up 2 by 2. Getting set to go back green. All right, pace trucks in, getting back here to mask martyr return here. The Avenger one. Back green, Bixler out front. That's the Bixler boys, Stephen Kale, right along with it with old Roger Craig, but he's under fire right now by Andy Patton. Patton looks to the inside to try to take that slide job. Who we got? Cujo, though, man, back there, too. Meanwhile, battle for second. Craig bumps the wall just a little bit. That might open the door up here for the Cujo man. Cranmer looking strong, too. Terry Landis trying to bring back. We got caution. What we got? Been a quick spin. Let's go back on the replay here and see real quick. Not sure who it was, but show Scott Green. Oh, well, he got caught by Lernerville. Oh, no. Oh, we got a car coming out and triggers the caution by coming out of the pit road. Got to remember, don't stop past that limit. Stop right there. It's going to trigger the caution. Well, we had tonight on the asphalt side there, Dole. Always like to make a surprise, everybody. Mass Martyr. Caution here tonight. Back green. Mask Avenger restart here tonight. Meanwhile, Bixler's out front with Paxton. Kale Bixler there. Caution. Oh boy. Whoa, got a big one in the back here. Rolling Olson around. Man, he's having a hard night tonight. Well, he's out here by himself. Okay, catching up to the field. All right, they go green. Had to happen in front of it. Oh, nope. Oh, yeah, it did. Terry Landison. Wow, okay. Watch him one more time. Watch Landis right here. He's in the Yoo-hoo machine. Does he get? Oh, he gets a little bit on the back end. Oh, okay. So it happened up front there. Canellis and them. That's just a big pile up. You know me, I love those wheelies in those sprint cars. Okay, so a big one. Let's get back here, going back green because good set. Mask Avenger restart here tonight. Back green, the restart. Up front, Bixler's there. Patton's along with him, and you got Cale Bixler trying to battle it out for the third place. Still Roger Craig back there lurking. Meanwhile, battle's on for second. Could be a battle for the lead here pretty soon. Cale Bixler might want to take out Steven Bixler. Meanwhile, ripping the top side cushion here at Lernersville. Andy Patton's on the backside there. Well, that thing is getting that awful loose coming out of the turns. Laps are winding down. Well, we're at 15 to go here. Had a few cautions here and out. So far, so good. Lernerville proving big here tonight, Coast to Coast Racing League. Roger Craig still hanging on back there in the third place spot. Actually, Boydell Craig goes around. What a save. You saw it. And then he's just going to go on the pits and say, forget about it. I'm going to get me a new car. Caution. Mass martyr caution. All right, getting set to go back. Line them up single file this time. Oh, nope, we're going to go double file. We'll have one of our Mask Avenger restarts here. And all Steven Bixler so far. Well, we have learned a lot here at Lernerville. Well, I like saying, this place will teach you. Got these sprint cars here tonight. Dirt track racing here at Coast to Coast Racing League. The Moyer Farms Management. Bill Calder Retreads here tonight. Stay tuned because we got some asphalt action after this one. In to go, green flag. Who's that? Just went way down on the bottom down there. But they'll still go 2 by 2. Cale Bixler hanging on to second place. It's the Bixler boys up front there. You got Pat and Boyd Hale right behind them. Terry Landis trying to see if he can't come back. He got a big crash early on. Got him a new machine off the trailer. Says, I'm coming back out here for you boys. I got the Yoo-hoo cranked up. Scott Green's right there along with him. But he's got it handled, man. Patton and Boydell. Boydell's right in the third place spot. He's got Andy Patton breathing down his back door. We're riding along here with Terry Landis, who takes over Patton for the moment, trying to see if he can put the slide job moving. He does. Takes that fourth place spot. He's going to set his sights on that man up front, Boydell. This is a good shot to show you what these guys, men, are doing. You turn right to go left. I know that sounds crazy, but that's how it works in dirt track racing. Drifting also. Meanwhile, the putt-putt lane's cranking up for the man down on the bottom there, Terry Landis. As you see, Boydell ripping the top side cushion. That's what the top three are. Landis is still trying that bottom lane, though. Yellow flag. Uh-oh. What happened? Mondo D. You see a car up there slow. Mondo's coming to the inside. Oh, he catches the top cushion and then he just keeps going. Boom! Oh! Somebody call that man home. Make sure he's okay. He got a lifeline? Well, needed after that hit. Holy cow. Wow. I know, Dole. We got jokes up here, right? Oh. Woo. Hope he's got a clapper or something. Man, that was a hit. Or fell out the rig out of that one. Got a motion rig, it'd probably knock you out of it. VR1. Wow. All right, it's been all Steven Bixler up front here. Got a mass modern man caution going on. Kel Bixler. So it's been the both Bixler guys here tonight. Bixler and Bixler. Back green. A Mask Avenger restart. Steven and Kel Bixler up front with Landis in. Landis right there. We've got a car down low. Who's that? Oh, we got a back caution going on in the back. So tonight, I'm going to tell you what, these sprint cars are proving to be a handful for some of these guys here tonight. What if our mass martyr caution on a replay here? Watching Ed Harris. Oh, he's just a product of nowhere to go. All right. We'll get back to our Masked Avenger restart here in just a few. And they will go single file, by the way. Should be a single file start here. For our Masked Avenger restart. Lights off on the pace truck. Go back green. Back green. Masked Avenger restart. Meanwhile, Terry Landis is going to take over for the moment, that second place. He has used that bottom lane there. We call it the putt-putt line because the topside cushion right now. But boy, you see Kel Bixler rip that thing coming out of the turn. He says, not today. Then Landis goes back to the top. Here comes Patton caution out. Got green. Oh, he tried a new way around the track. Wasn't working. Oh, and then Olson got hit. He's going hunting. So we got our mass martyr caution here tonight. 4 to go. No green, white checkers in dirt, by the way. He said go back green. Lights off on that pace truck. A little duck off right here soon. Pace truck's in. Mask event to restart. Been Steven Bixler up front with Kel Bixler there, but he's got Terry Landis rocking on the back door. Landis was able to make that pass for the moment. Man, but Kel was able to tip that top side. And make it to the white flag might be official. Kel blinks just a little bit. Andy Patton's been back there lurking all night long. What has Kel got? He's closing in. Oh, Landis slides a little bit. Kel's on the back door, though, man, of Steven Bixler. White flag one more time. 2 more turns. Has Kel got anything for him this time? By Steve goes high. Kel goes low. Not going to happen. Steve Bixler pulls her off. Kel Bixler in second. Terry Landis brings her home in third. What a finish. What a race. All right, folks, give us a second. They're coming up here. Well, what a feature that was. All right, got Terry Landis up here with us. Terry, join booth, got copy. Well, man, I tell you what, you were screaming there, trying to see what you could do, and you get up there to the front side, but just ran out of time a little bit. But not a bad night. How's you feeling on this track? I noticed that you was running that low line there, and you was able to get around him there one time, but you think that high line was just a place to be? Hey, come home third. Got anybody you want to thank? Well, there you go. If you do me a favor, can you jump down there and tell old Kel Bixler to jump up here for me? Appreciate it, man. Well, that's old Terry Landis right there, folks. We're going to talk in with our second place man here soon, Kel Bixler, who is going to be up here in just a second. We can talk to Steve first. Steve, go out in the booth, got a copy.
Joe, I got you.
Well, all right, man. Well, you was able to hang on out there. Kel, man, came up and tried to get on the backside of you there for the moment, but I'll tell you what, you had it handled here. That looked like that top side was coming in. I know I was talking to Landis there. He was trying to low line. Was that something maybe you thought about doing yourself? I mean, but it still just looked like the high line was the place to be.
Well, I was pretty quick on the high line, but I thought coming in I noticed it about 5 or 6 to go, that high line was getting pretty thin in 3 and 4. So I thought, I'm just going to protect this bottom. And when I hit the bottom, I didn't hit it and I ended up in the slick, and I was sitting there spinning the tires and trying to get it going. And then, like I said, I didn't know where anybody was at. I didn't know where those guys were behind me. So, like I said, and then all of a sudden, right at the start-finish line there, Cale got me. But that's the way it goes. It was a fun race. Too bad we had as many cautions as what we did, but it was still a fun race. I'll take a podium finish anytime.
Hey, no doubt, man. Had a good car all night long, man. Got up front, got that second place. You got anybody you want to thank?
Oh, I got to thank Mauer Farm Management for our title sponsor, along with A&J Custom Creations, Andy at Custom Creations there. So I thank him, Pat Boyce, Stu Wright, Terry Landis, Steve's Custom Golf Clubs are all associate sponsors as well. So I got to thank all them. And got to thank Blake Chapman. He always thanks me, so I always got to thank Blake too.
Well, there you go, man. Second place man tonight, Stephen Bixler. We'll get a word here. Okay, I'll join the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Joe.
Well, man, I tell you what, you was able to get past, man, on Steve there. You was battling for a long time. Looked like Landis was on your back door there a couple of times. Was you a little worried?
No, not really. I knew that that high side was so dominant that if you just stayed on that high side and you nailed it, there was nothing you could do.
Hey, and you definitely stayed up there, man, ripping the cushion all night long. Do you like Lernerville? I know a lot of guys learned that you need some walls up there sometimes.
I actually love Lernerville. It's a fun place to race, that's for sure.
Well, definitely fun. Got you in the victory lane. Got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, I want to thank Mauer Farm Management. Steve Mauer, he's the best that there is out there when it comes to that. And then I want to thank AJ and AJ Custom Creations. Andy does such a fantastic job with this league and how he helps us out with trophies and whatnot. And then the Salty Dogs, everybody that was in the Salty Dogs room today, they're fantastic. There's nothing but encouragement there. Every time you think you're down, they give you a second chance to believe in yourself.
Well, there you go. That's your man, first and second place tonight, folks. Man, I hope you enjoyed it. It was a good one. We got some asphalt racing, though, coming up. Stay tuned. We'll be back here in just a few. All right, here we go, race fans. We went from the dirt track to the high banks here in Michigan. It ought to be a good one here tonight. Coast to Coast Racing League. What's up, Midnight? How you doing, man? Well, tonight ought to be a solid one. These guys are going to get set here with the high banks. Well, Doyle Lawrence, he was out there yapping and talking. He said, "Man, I'm on this one. I'm looking forward to it." Where's he at right now? He's on the track. He's right there. Okay. A lot of room here at Michigan to roll. So let's see how these guys fare here tonight as we get set for qualifying. Could be a good one. Michigan style. A little warm-up going on right now. Let's move it over here to the qualifying here soon. Oh, here we go. All right, qualifying underway here tonight. We had a little practice there. Steve's custom golf practice. Now we let the dogs out. Pet care service qualifying here tonight. Look for a good pet care. Check them out. Who's going to put it on pole? Michigan. Michigan, a good track. A lot of momentum to it. You got to be very careful. Right now, old Dole, he must have practiced this week. Looks like qualifying's about to wind down. Old Lawrence is the man up on pole right now, with Olsen going to be right behind him. He goes from the dirt track to the asphalt track. So still Lawrence, the man up front, on pole so far. Lawrence right now sitting there on pole with Olson there, with Chapman up in third. Landis hanging on the fourth and Patton in fifth. Qualifying should be winding down here soon, and we'll go racing. Coast to Coast Racing League tonight, that is. Put 40 laps on the board. It'll go by pretty quick. All right, grid time. Here we go. Feature tonight, Salted Dog Racing. Team feature. Dole Lawrence on pole. Roland Olson starting it off in second. Tim Chapman's going to hang on to third there, with Terry Landis going to start fourth. Andy Patton starting in fifth. Ed Harris starting sixth. Joseph Cannell is going to start in seventh. We got Pat Boyce there in the eighth place. Rob Cassidy starting ninth. Joe Cujo starting into 10th. Mark Billin starting 11th. Greg Parmalee there in 12th. We got Steve Bixler starting 13th. Roger Craig starting in the 14th place spot. Eddie Hossip in 15th. Bob Curtis 16th. We got Mike Kramer in the 17th. Stu Wright 18th. We got Mark Osser in the 19th. G.J. Boydell. Well, Bob Curtis is going to drop all the way back to 20th there. Let's get this show on the road and see what we got. I mean, hey, it ought to be a good one. So I always get a kick out of it. Olson's in the Nestle Quick. Landis is in the Yoo-Hoo. So we've got both of the chocolate milk style cars, the chocolate cars out there. We'll say that. It's all Lawrence starting around front here for the Salted Dog Racing feature tonight. What can Lawrence pull off here with Olson and Landis and Chapman and Patton? Pace cars in, green flag, we're racing. Oh boy, Olson gets a good start. Lawrence doesn't get the start that he wanted there. Well, Olson on the outside, he's Lawrence there on the inside. Dole said he was looking forward to these Xfinity cars here tonight. He must have something for these boys. Whoa, contact! Are we going to have a caution? No! Whoa! The two chocolate machines got into each other. And Andy Patton might have paid the price there. Terry Landis is still banging the wall down. Oh, and now we're going to get a caution. See what happened. Well, we saw Landis get in the wall. And then from here, just kind of chaos. Everybody 3 wide in the back. Oh, right there, yeah. Little spin. Puts us under the mass martyr caution here tonight, first time. Let's hear who your favorite driver is out there. Who you rooting for? All right, getting set. First caution here tonight. All right, getting set. Lights off on the pace car. We're going back green flag here tonight. Back to our Mask Avenger restart here. It's been Chapman. He got out front there with Lawrence along with him. Heavy contact in the wall there, but Terry Landis, they got him back in the back there around the 18th. He's still got a little time to get to the front. Pace car's in. Lawrence and company, we're back green. Good jump by Dole there. Chapman up front. Here comes Harris. Canellis. Billen. Still a 2x2 race. Just because you got a lot of room here don't mean you can't get into trouble real quick. You can. Real easily. Doesn't take much. I enjoy Michigan. A lot of momentum to this track, though. You see right there, and the one machine of Canellis, he's on the outside, but you see Billings right there along with him on the, Billings on the inside there. Taking over that spot from Harris. You lose a lot of momentum at this track. You see Parmalee right there along with him, too. As they come out of the turn, head off down the back stretch. Meanwhile, still Lawrence out front. They'll probably have to take the pit stops. Probably take them around about, I'm going to say 20, 21. Depending on if the caution applies again on what you want to do. And this first caution here is going to help you out just a little bit. Parmalee right there in the 7th place spot along with Cranmer and Boyce. Big battling going on back here, though. You got Boyce along with Cranmer. Right on board here with Boyce, and let you see with the battle going on in front of him. You can have some multiple lanes here at Michigan. They'll work. But again, it's all about keeping that momentum up. You've got to keep the momentum up here. Once you lose that at this place, yeah. Especially going around these turns, long sweeping style turns. You want to keep it up because you're coming off that back stretch. You see right there, the Ford machine of Parmalee. He's able to keep the momentum up. The problem is he's going to get stopped a little bit. And where Billings didn't get it going to 68, now going on the bottom there, Cassidy, he's going to get the run that he wants. And that actually looks like it allowed Menno Cranmer, too, to get a little shove right there on the inside. Cranmer up here snuck up and won the Talladega race last week. Well, that was a thriller. And you see Cranmer called himself Pops. This is a Retread series, Bill Calder Retreads, sponsored by Moyer Farms Management. And the reason they call it Retreads is everybody's over 55. I think the youngest in here, around about 59, 56. The oldest, I think, is like 70-some. I think Roger would be the oldest. Oh, Roger Craig back here in the 747 machine. Oh, Cranmer in the wall. Wow, we were just watching Mike Cranmer. Let's see what happened to him. Oh, 3 wide. He came up the track just a little bit. Got a little contact, and then boom. Oh. Pujo obliterating the wall. Oh, hard lick. Ouch. Okay. All right. See what we got. All right now it's all Dole Lawrence been up front here when our mass martyr Carson. Got Tim Chapman around here with it, and they're going to come on pit road, so I don't know if this is just kind of scheduled or they're just like, okay, why not come on pit road now? Pit stops. So we're going. The one thing about cautions on the pavement side is they keep going. That man right there, Doyle Lawrence. It looks like we had some folks up there that stayed out. Ed Harris stayed out. I'm not quite sure that's a good move or a bad move. I mean, we'll have to see how it pays out here. Andy Patton, he pitted on lap 1 under that caution. Olson got a few, so really the closest one here is going to be Lawrence when we go back green. Good old Ed Harris is going to bring us to the green here. All right, Harrison Company gets set to go back green here. Had a good solid night tonight with the Coast to Coast Racing League here with the big Bill Calder, Retreads. Mario Farm Management sponsor here tonight for us. We're on our asphalt side of things here, folks. Michigan. Big track, Michigan. It's a 2-mile track. It's really almost a super speedway track in a sense. A big speed, just doesn't have high banks. I mean, but you do a lot of speed here. Pace cars in. Mask Avenger restart. We're back green. How does Ed Harris hold up front? And the top 2 guys, they didn't pit. I think it's going to be, I think Lawrence with that new tires going to be the one to watch here. You can already see him slicing and dicing through the field. Now those new tires, they work dividends. Look at him. Gone. Going to take the lead right here. Meanwhile, Olson back here too. He opted to stay out. Canellis is right there, 5th place spot for the moment. Ooh, look at that one machine, Canellis, using those new tires. Here comes Chapman. He's got the new tire formulas here too, trying to work it out. Dodging and weaving. This is where you can get kind of crazy. You get guys on old tires, guys on new tires. We got them right here, men just battling each other. Roger Craig's in that mix there too. Greg Parmalee's there. Bob Curtis. Olson. Cujo. Craig's right in front of him right there just a little bit though. Cassidy. Old Dole Lawrence, he's checking out. Meanwhile, man, Roger Craig's holding on to it. A good little battle going on right here. Now, Chapman, he pitted. He's just not been able to make his waves up to the front. Canellis is hanging on to 3rd. When I say that, he takes over the 2nd place spot from Ed Harris. Olin Olson right now giving Chapman a hard time. Even though Chapman's on newer tires. I don't know. Oh, excuse me, my bad. Canellis is right there battling with Ed Harris. Here comes Olson. He's going to get around him here in a second. Actually, I don't know. Olson's on older tires too. Chapman's right behind him, so the only one that's benefited from this pit stop is Lawrence. Lawrence was able to come through that field, slice through it, get up front. And he's been able to get out front and take a huge lead here. Canellis along with him. You got Ed Harris there still holding strong in 3rd for the moment. Until Olson maybe decides to go to that high side and take that away if he can get it. You see Harris trying to slow him down just a little bit, get a little pinch start going on the inside. Here comes Chapman. He's going to eat up the back door here for a little bit. We'll battle along with Chapman, show you the battle going on here. This is actually for third, fourth, and fifth. Harris right there in front. Remember, Harris did not pit. So, you know, I'll say this. He must be banking on another caution. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what he could be banking on. Unless they just can't make it all the way. No one can. That'll be the question, too. Can these guys go 30 laps out here tonight? That'll be interesting. Pat Boyd's coming up to the 9th place spot. Bixler there with him. Let's go back in the back here. Roger Craig falls just a little bit. Woo, hang on to it, Craig. One that fed at 747 got out under him there. Patton right now trying to come through the field. He's up there in the 8th place spot. You got Boyce right behind him. Meanwhile, you still got this battle up here. Olsen finally going to be able to clear Harris. Harris actually is hanging on pretty good with those older tires. Very impressive run by him. I mean, the guys with the new tires, definitely. But here he goes again, going to try to get around Olsen, and he does. Tim Chapman slides a little bit down on that bottom side. But what a battle. I mean, Ed Harris right now showing that you can be very competitive with the older set of tires. Wow. And we'll be halfway here in about another lap. DJ Boydell's moving up into the conversation of this one. He's up to 6th place spot of 14 spots, by the way. G.J. Boydell. Not only can he run on the dirt side of things, he's running on the asphalt side of it. And riding on board with him, he's watching the battle in front of him there. That's Chapman and Olsen. And now Olsen, he pitted on lap 2, but he just got fuel. So, yeah. Come down. Olsen falls off just a little bit. Harris still there. Let's see what GJ can do here for a moment. A little battle going on back here around 13th place spot. Cassidy, Ossoff, right. Stephen Bixler. Almost won that dirt race. Ossoff, Bixler right there. And out the back door here, Ossoff, he sees the man behind him there, Bixler, who's actually going to battle out of Blitzburg. Stu Wright right there along with him. 19 to go here. That's winding off pretty good here tonight. Michigan. It's a good track, Michigan is. I mean, you just what do you say? Ossoff right now, pit stops. So Harris, Patton, Bixler coming on pit road. These guys are right there, man, coming on pit road. Lawrence, Chapman. And Olson. Oh! Whoa! Wow, Chapman came down. Or actually, it looked like Canellis came down. Almost got into Chapman. Well, they did bump just a little bit. Well, that could have been disastrous. All right, right now, Lawrence still out front in this one. Olson's there along with him. And Ellis, Chapman, Boyd L. Battles on behind them. Parmalee. Boyd L's there. Osip. Boyce. You see Parmalee hanging on there in the fourth place spot. Boydell's on pit road, so yeah, they're going to have to make a pit stop. So that brings up the question then. Remember Ed Harris, he didn't pit beforehand. But then So pit stops. Yeah, that's going to bring up the question: does Lawrence and him got to come on pit road? Oh. Ed Harris did a 12-second pit stop. That means he didn't do 4 tires. Yeah, I'm not sure what he's thinking on that pit strategy there. Lawrence still way out front in this one, though. 12 to go. And Harris did not benefit from that pit strategy that he did. I thought he might. But just not by taking 4 tires. I'm interested to see what Lawrence has got to do here. So I'm interested to see what these guys up front are going to do pit stop wise. We've seen a lot of guys. Yeah, you're seeing everybody's coming in. Lawrence is waiting a while here. Now, if he can come back out in front of everyone, great. This strategy will work out really well. The thing about it is, though, if he doesn't and he gets too far back, then I don't know. All right, Roger Craig now is the one that's going to stay out. Okay, Lawrence was able to come back out. Oh, he didn't take 4 tires. Lawrence didn't. Okay, now, depending on how far he is, well, he's got a 6-7 second lead. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be down to almost 2 seconds between Lawrence and Olson. Olson did take 4 tires. Or if Roland maybe can get around him. Craig on pit road. We'll just have to see what the fall off on the tires are here. As Olson just did pit. He just did fuel. I don't know. I don't know if he can hold off Olson or not. You got Boydell back there too. Awesome. I mean, they got plenty of time to get there. They got about 8 laps to go and about a second. I mean, they're going to have to chop off some time here real quick though. See when they cross this line with the time. They're 41:11. 40:40. Not quite a second, but that's about a half a second difference. Yeah, he is coming. Olson is. It'll be interesting to see, though, man. Does he got enough, Olson, to run down Lawrence? I think he does, because Lawrence, without having those tires, remember his tires are way back in lap 10, as opposed to Olson's got a brand new set here, lap 25. And cross that line again. 41:13 to 40:61. Yeah, he's about right at a half a second faster, and still got 6 to go. Lawrence in trouble. Boydell's going to be up here too. Olin Olson with the pit strategy. And I get what Lawrence, he stayed out so long, he really had no choice but to do what he did, or he'd be so far back. And that's what I was kind of worried about when he was staying out like he was. And there he goes. And you can see G.J. Boydell right there too. Doyle Lawrence, who has dominated this race, just a pit strategy off a little bit. And he's not over yet. I mean, hey, if you get a caution, mix this whole thing up. Ossip's going to get up there too with Lawrence. Ossip's right there. You can see Lawrence sliding just ever so slightly. Man, it's just a pit strategy off there for Lawrence. Now the battle's on. Boydell's there. Is he going to be able to take this thing from Olson? Olson goes way wide out of the turn. 4 to go. Boydell's there. These two guys are battling. One's going to go to the high side. One's going to go to the low side. Now they pitted a lap between each other. One pitted on 25, one pitted on 26. So that 1 lap difference in tires could make a difference here from Boydell. Olson's just got to make this thing, smooth around the track here. He's using that high lane, forcing Boydell to stay down low. Ossip's going to be up here soon, though, battling with these guys. So what will be a 2-car battle is going to end up being a 3-car. And Boydell Boydell can get alongside of him and get that nose out front. Just can't quite make that pass. Get to the closing laps. He might have it this time. That's all he would need if it was coming to the end. Oh, and Awesome's on pit road. What? No way. Third place man. Wow. That's going to hand it back over to Lawrence. So Eddie Ossoff, who pitted, Lawrence just not going to have, or excuse me, Chapman's just not going to have enough time to catch up to Lawrence. So Lawrence might even save a third place out of this one tonight. The big battle's here for the lead. Boydell and Olson. Olson's on the outside. Boydell's there on that inside. We're coming to the white flag and one more time. But has Boydell got enough to get right around him? Or can Olson hang on to it on that top side? And he goes down a little bit further, maybe to squeeze him a little bit. Don't want to give him too much room to slide up the track. And that helped. Boydell has to fall back in line. He's going to have two more turns and a shot at this one. Meanwhile, Chapman has caught Lawrence. Well, we've got a battle. Chapman's going to take it out of the last turn. Here's the battle for the lead, though. Out of 4, Boydell squeezes by Olson and is going to win this thing with a pass out of 4. So G.J. Boydell, Roland Olson, and Tim Chapman comes home in the top 3. What a finish to this one. Some of these guys up here and get a word with them. Whew, what a finish. Well, I just have to wait till they jump up here. All right, we're going to get them up here and get a word with them real quick. Well, there's Chapman. Tim, join the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Joe.
Well, man, I tell you what, tonight, well, you came home, got that third place. I mean, how's you feeling out here at, on this place in Michigan?
Pretty good. I really like this place. It's a lot of fun to drive on.
Absolutely. Well, now coming there, it looked like it was more of like coming down to like a fuel mileage or actually, pit stop strategy style race. How was you feeling on your last pit stops there?
Pretty good. Except, well, the pit stop went good, but I got caught in some traffic. I'd like to have a couple more laps.
Hey, well, a couple more laps. You still got third place. You was able to get up there. You got anybody you want to thank, Tim?
Yeah, I think the Masked Marauder and, everybody coast to coast to put this on for this Bill Calder deal. It's really special, to do this in his honor. And thank you for doing the broadcast.
Well, there you go, Tim Chapman bringing home in third place here tonight. We'll get a word here with our second place man. Oh, Roland, join the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, Joe, how you doing tonight?
Well, man, I tell you what, awesome battle up there with Boydell. Maybe that one lap difference in tires might have made the difference, but was there anything you could have done maybe to hold him off?
Yeah, I think I could have been more aggressive on the final turn, but my tires were getting squirrely. I didn't want to cause a wreck between the leaders. Greg had tires on me. I was one of the first to pit for the last tire run, so I don't want to take any chances from that standpoint. You race people the way you want to be raced, and so I just probably played a little more conservatively than if I had taken a chance, I think I could have won it, but I didn't want to do it at that point.
Hey, well, I'll tell you what, man, still an outstanding battle up there, too. A lot of momentum based up here. Y'all was able to get up there, and great pitch strategy, by the way. So, you got anybody you want to thank for a good second place run, though?
Yeah, well, of course, I always want to thank Coast to Coast League for putting these things on, giving me a chance to race with the guys. A lot of fun being on the Salty Dogs squad. And, obviously, like Tim said, just to be able to do this in memory of Bill Calder, great guy, one we all miss dearly. And so just a great league. And, thank you for broadcasting it. I know it makes a lot of fun for the racers and the fans out there, too. So thank you.
Well, there you go. Second place man, Roland, bringing home. Let's get a word here about a winner tonight in the Moyer's Farm Management Victory Lane. GJ, Joe in the booth, got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Joe. How you doing, sir?
Pretty good. Well, I'll tell you what, like I say, I was just talking there. You had that one lap newer tires. Do you think maybe that was that you needed just to get around there rolling? Because it was a heck of a battle between you two.
Yeah, it was, and maybe it did, maybe it didn't. It's hard to tell, but like Roland said, we race each other as we want to be raced, and yeah, those last 6-7 laps, those were probably the best racing I've done in a long time.
Now,
and I trust Roland too, so.
Oh yeah, well now I gotta ask there too. Now, would you much rather stayed on that low line or had that high line that he had? Which one would you rather prefer?
I like the low line.
Okay. Well, it paid dividends for you. Got you that lead out here tonight. Got you to win. Hey, got anybody you want to thank for an awesome victory tonight?
Yeah, we want to thank A&J Custom Trophies, and we want to thank Moyer Farm Management and Steve Moyer, and of course the Masked Avenger. I know Bill's looking down on us, and yeah, it's nice doing this in honor of him, like the other guys said. So.
Absolutely. There you go, folks. Man, tonight, what a good one here it was. Coast to Coast Racing League from Michigan. We're going to leave here, though. Hope everybody enjoyed it and has a good rest of the night. For myself and everyone, have a good one.